welcome to today's power message. If this is your first time here, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Jaya. I am clairaudient, and I do receive various styles of channeled messages. As these different messages come about, I will be relaying them to you guys. Now, this is a timeless message. That means that it's meant for whenever you find this, and it's for your day, okay? So since this is a collective message, it is more of like a collection of all of our vibration, of anybody who will ever watch it. So all that I ask is that you kindly take what resonates and compassionately leave what doesn't for the person that needs to hear it the most. Okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with one channeled message and then move on to one affirmation message and then a motivation message to get us on our way today. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into flow and see where we go. Yes. Okay, so what I'm seeing is I'm seeing like this bodysuit that's on someone who would be like an astronaut or somebody who might even be one of those people that work on welding, like those welding masks. And because I can't see the person, but I could see like this giant thing on over their head. And this is talking about being very cautious, because I feel like, because that's all I'm seeing, and I keep seeing it where it's like somebody's doing something while they're wearing that mask. So it may be somebody who's being very cautious around you, because it feels like this is someone else. This isn't you. Many of you, this isn't you. Some of you may be somebody else, but you know, the person, but I don't feel like most of you are this person. But there's like somebody who comes around you who is very much careful and delicate about how they talk to you. And I think that this is because they don't want to, it's like they don't want something to explode, or they don't want to hurt. It's like there's a element here of making sure that they're protecting themselves, right? So some of you in the next 24 hours or today, right, that many of you guys are going to be like in a moment where you notice somebody is holding back, and I feel like the reason why they're holding back is because they are very careful with what they say. I want to say it's like they're careful with what they say. And this doesn't necessarily have to be like because they're worried about your feelings. It may be that they're worried about their own feelings. But this is like a very protective matter type of thing to them. So they don't want to like get very... This is somebody on the defense who won't open up. This is definitely someone that's not very open with you. That may be coming around you who's being very tactful. Yeah, when I say it's very tactful, it's like very tactful for how they talk to you. My healing is already in process. Wow, it's beautiful. Yes, yes. My willingness to forgive begins my healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I know I am worth healing. Yes. So many of you guys are definitely growing through a situation rather than going through a situation. Wow, that's real beautiful. It's like instead of you having to go through something again. I want to say it's like again, because when I'm looking at that card, I feel like I'm looking at the process, and it's like this process, the word process in there. I'm being drawn to process, and process to me is like kind of like somebody who has to process something over again, who has to process something over again. It has to come back over again. And so this is like a new process now. It's like that. It's like there's this new process that's happening. And it's allowing you to keep going further rather than having to take the same process and do it again and applying the same process over and over and over again with the same results, because it's requiring the same concept of processing. So many of you guys are choosing yourself today. Today is all about choosing your healing and choosing your growth in that healing, because I feel like there's like moments today that you're gonna really feel love. You're really gonna feel special. I want to say special because this girl looks like she's dancing and she's looking back at the flower like, oh yeah, look at, I leave a little sparkle, I look a little shiny, I feel so beautiful. It's like that. It's like this beautiful energy of feeling love and feeling like you can be yourself. Today, a lot of this is happening where you can feel like yourself, feel happy, and enjoy the moments today. And in that enjoyment, you can acknowledge within yourself that you're growing through a certain situation, that situation doesn't have a hold on you. Because you're able to enjoy the dancing. It's like that. You're able to enjoy the growth. You're able to enjoy that. And in that enjoyment, you have a reassurance that you are healing, that you are moving forward, that you have a new sense of self that is becoming. It's coming out like that. Greatness belongs to those who have mastered the ability to focus relentlessly on their ambitions and act decisively towards them. Yes. So today is all about knowing what you want and sticking to your guns, sticking to that. And when you act decisively towards what you are very ambitious about, you don't just have greatness and mastery, but you have a whole lot of healing that incurs from that. It's like because of your goals and your progress within that, there's a lot of healing on some element that happens. So just stay very focused today on what makes you feel ambitious, what makes you feel alive, and focus more on that, because you're going to shine in that. And whatever that element is for you, you will be shining in that today. So embrace it. Embrace that part of yourself, that side. I want to say that side of yourself that allows the growth to really flourish. You'll be surprised. You know, like when something bothers us about something, like let's say like you take a test and you don't pass or something, right? Then it's like, doesn't that kind of spill over into like the rest of your day, or it'll spill over into other areas of your life where now you're trying to enjoy dinner with everybody and now you're just kind of like worried about the test that you didn't pass or something, right? The same thing happens to us energetically when we focus on something that we're ambitious about. So instead of like, oh man, that test, like maybe something that makes you feel really good. Like let's say, oh, I feel good when I go and I play, I play football with like my kids, or I feel when I go and I play frisbee, or when I do this or that. you play with a dog or something. Let's say it's like playing with a dog. Then you go, okay, I'm going to go and play with a dog because I'm really ambitious about this dog. I want to teach him how to be potty trained. I want to do this or that, right? So when you go and you spend more time about that with that person, or with that part that brings out the ambitious part of you, that brings out the ambitious side of you, you will notice that that ambition spills into other aspects of your life. And you won't be, the parts that have been kind of difficult to go through, they will have a lot of healing that happens because you're really growing in another area of your life. And that growth, that excitement, that ambition growing, it only supports you. It only allows you to thrive when you're in that element. So there's so much healing that comes from that through doing what you're ambitious about, through taking action in where you feel ambitious about or who you feel ambitious for, right? When you do that, you'll notice so much abundance coming to you and so much love that's in your life, and you'll feel super free. So make sure that today you're allowing, it says my healing is already in process. I want to say today, question yourself and say, what makes me feel the most ambitious in my life? Is it your family? Is it your friends? Is it your job? Is it the people you help? Whatever it is that makes you feel ambitious, pursue that. The pursuit of ambition, right? I think I'm going to name this video that, because it's so spot on to how this feels. The pursuit of ambition. Make sure that that's where your focus is for today, okay? And you'll notice how much healing that happens within you, that you feel so alive, that you feel so much love, and that you feel like a new you who gets to show off what they like to do, what they're good at, because you feel like you're unrestricted while you're being yourself. The pursuit of ambition. Stay focused on your ambitious energy, doing what allows that to grow. Okay? So thank you guys for joining me here today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. When you subscribe, make sure you click the bell for notifications. It'll let you know when I'm making another video. And that's about it, you guys. I will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a fantastic day, okay? Bye.